Red Tail Rose, this should be working.
Should be
Let's see,
working.
hold on.
Hopefully it's working today.
And yet, does it work? We shall discover.
Yeah, because we should be able to hear our own voices, right?
Okay.
I've got nothing right now.
Nothing.
Oh, wait.
Click to unmute.
Do we have something? Turn on the volume.
We're
It's working. All right, since it's working, let's just go with it. Let's just go with it. All right, it's working. So we're just gonna go with it.
Okay, so
hilarious.
the party is out doing their things.
Red Tail Rogues.
Zuru Baraka, you are currently in the slums of Waterdeep, which are here in this section, and there are some here in this section. There is a large influx of vagrancy in Waterdeep, being as you are a barbarian, you are viewed as a vagrant, because I'm assuming you are a half-orc, you are gruff and smelly.
Yeah.
And barbarian.
Why don't you describe yourself to us and let us know all about your character?
But you're not currently
Yeah.
there.
Yes,
You
yes.
haven't met him yet.
Oh.
So you're currently walking through the streets of the slums. We'll say you're down around you're trying to enter the city through the south side of the slums, because you have money that you want to spend. And it is unfortunate. You really hate coming to cities, but you'd like to have something. You're looking for some kind of armor that can protect you without actually being armor. And you figure that in this city of magic, they might have something. Even with your intelligence of 10, your average intelligence, you are able to deduce that. Negative, no. So you're kind of walking through the south gate. You stop at some food vendors and stuff like that. There is an.
They decided to watch the pulling back.
Okay.
They had bailed on the street. They got tired of waiting.
Whatever. So they don't have to hear about us talk about Carl's underwear. So you're walking through the slums. There are children playing. There are a fair number of, food vendors and stuff like that. You've got somewhere in the vicinity of, what did I start you with before I looked it up for you? I think it was like 45,000 gold for a level 13 character. What do you start with? I think. If you haven't spent anything, he has. Starting gold.
Is that what I have? 45,000.
We're gonna see. Where is the higher level? Oh, 5,000 gold plus 1d10 times 250 gold pieces. There you go. That works for me. So you have 5,000 gold plus 3 times 750 gold. So 5,750 spent.
150.
5,750. When you're walking through and you've got some copper and stuff like that, and you just are wandering through the slums. When suddenly, and for an inexplicable reason, about 15 feet from where you stand, you see about 8 children and an old woman and just 2 bystanders drop dead. There's no boom. There's no nothing. There's a faint chill, like a very faint chill, but no wind associated with it in the area, and people just drop dead, and people are rushing over to see what happened. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Waterdeep, you're at your temple. You've had your meetings. You've had all this. You know that Artemis is being questioned by the Inquisitors and being the name I said in the chat now, the word I said in the chat now. They're the henchmen. One of them is a Dragonborn, but the authorities. One of them is one of the Dragonborn that's associated with Persimmon Persnicket, the gnome investigator. But you're walking around town. She's met up with you once or twice and kind of filled you in on the questions she's asking. They were asking about like, why would Usidore have this statue, and they're peeping into some of his old people he knows, like Pip, and finding out what's going on. They started looking into his real estate dealings that he's just suddenly undertaken. She knows very little about that. However, all that being said, she's just been reporting that information to you guys. Knowing what you know, so back to you, Zuru Baraka. You are in the slums. You just see this catastrophe happen. You don't know if that's the kind of normal thing that happens here in Waterdeep in a day. No, the children too.
Did they go? There's no one there to ask what happened.
Yeah, there are people rushing to help, but they're all like, they're not speaking in a language that you know.
But he saw an old woman also drop over
Woman
there.
and
An
a bunch
old
of
woman
children
and a
just
bunch
died.
of children and two
Okay.
human bystanders also
Oh, man.
dropped dead.
That's tragic.
Are there people around the old woman? I'll check.
Yeah, there's people who are going around checking. They're trying to revive her. They're doing CPR. They're calling for some other people that
Can I
you don't know.
slyly like check her pockets?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Absolutely
Yes.
slyly go up and try and check her pockets.
If they're trying to revive her.
Well, how are you doing it? Just
Obvious.
tell me how you're
What are
doing
you
it.
doing?
That's
How are you doing it? Like just walking over there and
Let me see if she's okay.
hi there.
Oh.
Hi.
She's quite deceased, unfortunately.
Hmm. So I'm sure she'd give it to me if she was alive and I asked her.
That's a lot of dice. You weren't lying on him.
Dude.
Temu, you're obsessed with Temu, buddy. You gotta
No.
log off Temu.
Yeah. But check those
Oh
out.
my god, which one's the jingler?
Put those two in your hand right now. These two.
So cool.
This
All
one?
right. Oh yeah.
But look at the inside of it.
Is it an actual bell of some type?
No, there's
or-
a dragon in there.
Oh no way! Yes, that's what it is.
And because they're hollow, when they hit against each other.
oh, I don't want to smash this one. This one's so weird.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, I love this one. It looks like.
but
like,
these were free gifts. These were free gifts.
Looks like COVID. I rolled my COVID dice.
You rolled 17 of your
Oh, he's got it. He's got the bid.
code. So, I'm assuming you guys would have been. Well, I can't assume you guys were anywhere doing anything, Carl and Adam.
But we were just off. I was off helping some of the poor and stuff around Waterdeep recently, healing them and stuff. I set up that big portal. What's the name of the spell that can be used? You can cast it once every
your 7th level spell.
Yeah, it's a 7th level spell. It creates a big portal that's probably like just like the inside of a bag of holding. It's bigger on the inside than it's on the outside. I cast one of those and I set up shop there and I'm healing the poor and injured
Inside
and stuff.
inside.
Yeah, I'll spend
No,
like
it's something. It's cooler.
I'll spend like a day.
It
doing
actually
that kind of
takes up
thing.
the space. Temple of the Gods.
Temple of the God.
It actually
Excellent.
takes up
Yeah.
space, and you can make it 10 feet by 10 feet. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to
I'm
be very
10
big.
feet by 10 feet.
So it's just inside that non-denominational temple.
Yep. But it's like looking good. It's looking real good. It's,
Like, you know those little doors that you open up at the Catholic Church and you walk inside? Yours is
yeah.
the sounds of like running water.
Yep.
Smells of incense.
Yep. It's a beautiful place, and people come to me, and so and a lot more people have been coming to see the lady lately. Even with one of my little helpers that I have running around, Simone Chance, who's just like, out there respecting the shrine, making sure it's nice and clean, giving her advice out to the people. Yeah. Just another follower of the lady. You know how it is.
So I need percentile check rolls from both of you. But as you're there, you start to see that the people that are surrounding her, their features.
65.
Oh, give me a perception check first.
Oh, perception
No, not you. No, not you. Ryan.
My wisdom?
Yeah.
3 plus 1, 4.
All guidance it.
Yeah, let's make it worse.
Yeah, for 4 total.
Okay.
Only time I roll high is.
When you don't want it.
So I can tell you that What was your total perception check? 4.
Brutal.
You believe that you are in the outskirts of the city in, you think it was Waterdeep. I used to pull it. Tastes like watermelon.
What is this one?
After I looked at my body, I got confused with where I
Do I
was.
just press the
No,
button?
you think you're in Waterdeep, but you're not perceptive enough to know.
Oh,
I think
my
you're on the
character doesn't
planet.
know. Okay. I think I exist.
It worked.
I'm in Waterdeep.
Oh, it does have a watermelon flavor. You're totally right.
So
Is that watermelon? Is it watermelon?
that's
cherry.
tiger blood.
That's
what
tiger
you get.
blood, yeah. Oh.
That's so it's blue 42.
I
So
was like, I don't even smoke with the second hit smooth. There's a cloud. I'm dying. I know it tastes like tiger
You're
blood.
probably gonna say the vapor, so I'm not blowing it to the back now.
Not
Because
now.
out here.
So you see how these people drop dead? You think you want to slightly pick the pockets? No, you think that's good?
Yes.
Okay, so you go over there to make it look like you're rendering aid.
Man after Bebop's heart.
Give me a performance check. Yeah.
Add your charisma.
Those 18 totals, 17 plus 1.
Whoa! Unexpected. That's the mogul
I was
effect.
just gonna
You're
say,
like
yeah.
walking right out. You just walk up there. Oh man, I wish there was something I could do to help. Here, let me. So now while you're doing that, you're checking her vitals.
I know what I'm doing. I have saved many of the old lady.
I've breathed the breath of life into many
I
an
have
old
the-
bag
the
before.
lungs. The lungs of a teenager.
Sometimes you gotta work like a bilge, though. Now that you're there, give me a sleight of hand check, dexterity check.
you get a bonus for the good performance.
Yeah.
What do you deem fair?
Add his proficiency to it.
5, yeah.
Proficiency modifier.
That makes
It
sense.
could
I
have
can
been
see
one,
that. I can see that.
But I guess
I'll
it's
allow it.
5 in this case. But
I'll allow it. That makes sense. So you managed to steal a small statuette off of her, except hers is painted. And actually, only the figurine in the middle is painted, but all the 5 heads are each made of a different gemstone. There's, let's see here. I know I have to think. So there's onyx and quartz
It's like a Tiamat.
and emerald and sapphire and ruby.
Okay, is it a dragon or is it?
It's that. You can pick it up.
cool.
You have it. It's
Have I
worth,
seen something like this before? But
No, you've never seen one before in your life, but it's got lots of shiny
I
rocks.
don't know what they call it. Not miniature.
What do you do with it?
Put it in my pocket.
You stolen that from her. There's a bunch of kids around. There's still 2 adults around. So, what do you? Well, since you're the expert, you're like, if you're triaging her, like, what should we do? People are asking. But you don't. I can't tell you what you noticed about them because
I don't think she's gonna make it today. Unfortunately, the gods have not shown on this.
you're not a cleric. I can't we've got our clerics
I hate
on
to
the
break
way.
it to you.
Okay. So what was your percentage check?
65 or something.
Like high percentages.
It's not
I can
high.
tell she's dead.
It's not high.
No, she's dead.
It was
Yeah,
just-
'cause I didn't plan to go through the pockets.
Why not? Where do you draw the line? What if they're
That's
unconscious?
Steenie, that's wrong.
Oh,
What if they're unconscious? Then does that make it okay?
What's your alignment?
Chaotic good.
Okay, I'm good. First thing I do, I loot the old lady.
I loot the dead old lady.
First action of the entire game, I loot the old lady.
I got it all for
What's your limit? Chaotic good.
lawful good.
I
I
said
knew
chaotic.
the children.
You said chaotic.
I thought I want to make sure she's dead. If I was, yeah.
So
the
you-
good part of me
She
wants
doesn't,
to make sure
she doesn't
it's
need
not
it anymore.
I could use it.
Well, she's just a dead old lady.
What should do with
Chaotic good. Mostly good stuff.
Carl, very quickly in the temple, the non-denominational temple, where you have set up shop. You are the only cleric present in the non-denominational temple, as your attendance and your dedication to your craft is second to only 3 in all of Waterdeep. You're second to third. So he's second to fourth.
Yep, that's good. So
Right.
it's probably tier and.
No, just you yourself, and as far as your hours worked, when you log your charitable hours worked.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I'm logging the hours.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what
logging
saying?
the hours. You're grinding away.
All right. Well, only for
A
this
call
20
comes in about a catastrophe in the south, by the south ward, in the outer wall. A bunch of these travelers and refugees have dropped dead, and they request your aid, sir.
Oh my! I definitely rush off to help them. Hopefully, there's something I can do.
Hell will be in the temple with you, playing songs of inspiration, and with coded
All right.
messages of our cause, and that we need to
Yep.
stop the future.
Titan
just,
is-
just to let you know.
No, but he was doing that at the yawning portal before too,
Yeah.
So
Okay. All right. All right.
right? I've been trying to raise an army against the dragons.
Excellent. Yes, as it should be. As it should be.
So, you want Titan with you today or not?
Always.
Yeah. I guess we may as well take
Uh-huh.
with these.
He's not spending a whole lot of time around the Temple of Tyr anymore, unfortunately. And you're the younger version of you takes notice of it. He's probably off doing great deeds.
And he is. He's off stopping
Perhaps.
the calamity of the future. So I guess we'll go and let's help those people. Let's see if we can make sure that they're okay.
Okay, so you've successfully pocketed this thing, this statuette.
Yep.
A few moments later, these guys arrive on the scene. You are ushered out and hurried to the scene as you're the only ones in that temple. You head over to this area. You rush up on the scene. There are 8 dead children, 2 dead adults, and 1 old dead woman. There are a lot of these refugees gathered around that are tending to her. There is a half orc standing over her body, like looking like he's make an insight check.
Insight is wisdom, right?
Yeah. Actually, it would be a medicine check for you. Sorry.
Oh shit! All right. Well, it's still wisdom, but I don't have proficiency. So 6, 11.
This person looks like they know what they're doing.
This person.
He seems to have commanded enormous respect amongst these people, and looks like he's trying to render aid. People are asking him questions, but as soon as he starts talking about any kind of medical terminology,
All right. Good. So I know that he doesn't know shit.
no, well,
I say
he rolled much
it
better
looks
than
like he's got that. It looks like he's got the old lady under control, and I'll deal with the children.
give me
Also,
perception checks now
those
that you guys
those
are there.
those who can be healed, I'll try and heal. But those who dead, 18 plus my whatever for perception stuff.
So
Perception, so 18, 23 or something.
23. So you guys notice in the crowd the telltale scarring on the necks, and it appears as this old lady dies. Of the people in this area, this telltale brand that you can see around now is on every single one of these people, but it's faint. It's, the children have it just like lightly drawn on in like a what do they call it, henna type marking, but like it's at a certain age they get marked.
Is the old lady, is she brandished?
So she must be the
The
one.
old lady is not brandished on her neck. No, she's not. She is not burned on her neck.
So she must be the one who
Cherry
cast
put
that
the
spell on
branding iron
Aim
in the
Bush that we know of.
Right.
Funky
You know,
stick
Aim
with
and
the
Bush, they
branding
had
iron,
that.
Yeah,
when they
yeah,
laid
yeah.
her
It's
hand
pretty
over
tense
it,
to your
and then
kid.
the spell,
Real fire,
now she's
like,
dead.
or somebody.
I guess that it's
Safe.
starting to wear off for everyone. Yeah. So, oh man. So I guess she's done. Any of the kids that I can help though, I'll try and help those, and I'll leave this guy to deal with the old lady. He seems perfectly
Am I still
capable,
there?
like you said.
Yeah, you're still there.
Okay.
You see a turtle with a set of bagpipes. You see a person in black armor wearing a long, like pointed beak, like a raven-like face, and a paladin in resplendent armor come walk up to the area to render aid to the citizen, well, the citizenry, the refugees taking refuge in Waterdeep. They approach, they see you, you see them. They go about administering their aid. So how do you administer aid? You just do spare the dying on all the kids
Yeah, on the kids.
for free.
Yeah, for free. That's just a cantrip, basically. I'll give some of them a little bit of cure light wounds if it looks like they're super mangled, just so they don't die. But those who
they're like do you want me to roll the 10d10?
okay,
How far
I'll just
past?
spare the dying.
I'll
I
tell you
just
how
spare the
far
dying.
past. No. The cure wounds is fine, but how far past their bloodied value of hit points they
Or
are?
what even does 10d10? That's crazy. All right, well, I'll just go and I'll just spare
the dying.
Spare the dying. That's fine.
Well,
It's a
well,
free
they have to be
cantrip.
making death saving throws for that, and they're
And
not.
they're not. They're fucked. They're
Oh, so
done.
they're actual dead then?
That's what I'm saying. They
You can
took.
try spare the dying, but nothing will happen.
Yeah, I may as well just get. I'll cast spare the dying on each one of them, so that the people see that I'm casting spare the dying on them. It's
Friend, this
unfortunate,
doesn't
though.
seem to be working.
Yeah, I mean it's very unfortunate. The lady must say that it's their time.
There must have been some kind of Titan with his.
He's good. I think he's pretty good actually.
Is there a mix of where are we in the slums in this area?
Yeah, right. The red dot. That's where in the southern area there.
Okay, so
That's where you guys are.
so right now we're surrounded.
By
There's
the
not really
refugees.
there's not really normal citizenry here.
Only
No, they're-
you and like the occasional passerby.
They're all the Shimodans,
All
or
the
the
people who
so-called
are-
Shimodans.
No, I was just gonna say
Mm.
I was gonna point out the brands and go, but I'm not.
That's like the only people that you see around. Like, okay, you might see the occasional person shopping, but they're not close enough for you to see any
Right.
kind of marking. But there are probably 40, 50 people who like gathered around, and they see you doing your deeds, and they're asking us like, please sir, can't you do something? Can't you do something to resurrect like our elder?
What was she doing? What happened?
As every day, she was sitting in her tent and minding the children while we went out there and worked and did our toiled for our fair share and did what we could for the city. And we came, like, people just said that she just collapsed, and at the same time she received a package. She opened it, or she opened the letter addressed to her, and when she did, the letter was destroyed, and everything around her was everything around her died.
I've seen this before. This happened to Usidores simulacrum. Can you bring me to the letter? Bring me to the letter, please.
It's ashes.
It's ashes. Wow.
I think we need to call Persimmon.
Her snicket.
Let's not. I think that he's involved with some other thing right now.
That
right?
Edward Aurora's
With
father.
Edward
has been
Aurora's
scanned.
father. Let's not bother him. I think that we're on the trail right now. Let's just see where this thing could lead us, and let's leave him to do his
You
thing.
see that her tent is.
Besides, and then we could always just leave it for him after. Our main goal is to end up getting to Shimoda, so we can investigate the happenings that are
Can
there.
we? So you said she was in her tent. Can we investigate the tent? We don't want to
I'm
overstep
gonna
our
look-
bounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for one of those tinny things.
You see a couple of them again, like two of them in like a few spots. They lean over and they begin talking. It's usually the older two, like the older people that are around, and they begin talking to each other. You can enter her tent with 2 guards. Keep watch. We will be outside. The lady of Alice is a sacred figure to us.
No, we understand.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that these things should be happening.
You're there. You see this happening. You see these people coming in.
Okay. So I see them helping children.
Trying to no avail.
I'll let them know. I think
Oh.
the older elder lady, she may have deceased. Unfortunately. I
They're
think
all
she might
dead,
not be
all
with
dead
us.
in Waterdeep Village now too.
Let you guys know.
Some of them are dead and what
Yeah,
I'm
some
pretty
of
sure
them.
she's dead. Well, anyway, I don't want to say what I know, but I just know she's pretty dead.
Well,
That's pretty observant of you.
As death goes, she's it.
Don't want to reveal
She's
how
the
I
tits.
took away her statuette. But my name is Zuru Baraka. I am a wanderer barbarian. So yeah, so I'm basically 23 years old, 6'4", 235, blue eyes, very light green skin, black hair.
Hairy back or not hairy back?
Pretty hairy back, yeah.
Yes, the hairy
No,
back.
you're small.
Yeah, I'm used to traveling with
450
much
pounds.
larger orcish barbarians.
I'm
You'll
only
have to
half
prove your
orc.
worth to us.
I'm only half orc. That's just my good half, mind you. Anyway, that's
Anyway.
my attractive story for another time. So I'll just say, like, I think the elder woman has. I think she is deceased. Unfortunately, I don't think we can save her. I think the children are in bad shape.
Pretty sure
Not without a performance check, you know he was just acting like he knew what was going on. He clearly had no clue.
Yeah.
Where are you two?
I close my eyes solemnly and whisper a prayer of the lady over there.
The two people go over to her curtains, heavy curtains, which are on her tent, and they part them and allow you in. It's dark inside, it's very dim inside. As you walk in, your eyes
I'll
adjust.
cast light, so we can make sure to get like
Okay.
good vision of her.
Okay. So you walk into her tent, and it's deceptively large on the inside, much larger on the inside than it seems as it should be. Like it might be from the outside, it might be like the pool table, but like around, right? But you walk in, and it's like considerably bigger, you know. And you're looking around. You said you were looking for something specifically.
I'm gonna look for any documents that I might find that could implicate her in.
There's a very wide scroll that she had shown you before that she had.
That she wouldn't
wrapped
reveal
up,
the
that
top part of it.
She wouldn't
I'm
open it.
gonna try and scoop that up. I'm scooping.
You want to look at it first?
Oh yeah, all right. Well, we got those guards around here, don't we?
I'll
You want
is
to try and
there
cause a
any po- I was
distraction?
just
So
gonna
we
say,
can...
is there like
Or how would I cause
something-
a distraction and you do the pocketing? We're probably better doing it that way.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm expert at sleight of hand, so I'm starting at 13.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So let's definitely go with you do the pocketing and I'll do the distracting. I'm gonna. So.
Are there any like pots and things you just knock over or something that?
What about this? I'm just gonna go.
Jars of incense and sacred oils.
I'm just gonna go and talk to the
About-
guards. I'm gonna go and talk to the guards and kind of angle myself in between me and them. And say, give me more information on what happened in here. You must have seen something else. This is the same thing that happened to Usidore the Blue, and it was his simulacrum that was killed. What do you know about the happenings that are going here? I'm just gonna kind of
waiting outside.
I'm just gonna
Watching
kind
the
of like
guards.
go boom, 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 heavy on them and stuff, drill them with questions and trying to occupy their attention.
They're struggling trying to keep up with your questions because this is clearly
Perfect.
a foreign language to them.
Perfect, excellent. All right.
19.
On the dice,
No.
I divine, I guidance so +3.
19.
Well, you have to be adjacent and touching them.
It doesn't say that, does it?
Guidance?
Look up guidance. I think it's just like
You would have rubbed me at some point.
yeah, I would have given him a rub down. You know.
You know, a little handy.
As we were planning as we were making the plan,
Because I think
I would have done the
guidance.
guidance. Yeah, it's like the best cantrip of all time. Yeah, I gave him boop, boop, little touch on the
Concentration up
turtle
to a
butt.
minute. So as you walk in, after you, buddy,
Yeah, a little touch
Pat
on
on
the
the
turtle butt. Boop, boop.
Yeah. tapping the turtle's
Little
teeth.
turtly tail. Yeah.
Okay, so Titan's outside. You walk in, you're questioning them. You got a total of 22.
Thank you.
It wouldn't matter anyway, but he did give him.
Good.
So as you're there looking around, however, you see that there are a lot of other documents and parchments like that are that's a large sheet of it. It seems like leather, but it doesn't feel like leather when you pick it up. There are quite a few jars and stuff that adorn her tent, little lights like phosphorescent lights that like they dim light up by the ceiling. There's about 5 or 6 of those.
Parchment in the bag of holding, and then just keep looking at. Move some of the documents around.
Take anything that you can, basically, like that you feel would be beneficial.
So, well, because you said that scroll, something. she
In
hid from
particular,
us
that
before.
scroll, she hid it from us.
And take the scroll, and then I'm just gonna like kind of look at papers, but not scoop anything else up because I don't want to make the table.
While
Yeah,
you're
look
while
too
you're
very-
while you're messing around the table, one of the gentlemen looks over and says, "Please keep all of her documents as they are. We're going to gather up the funds. I'm sure, like to have her resurrected. I would like have her brought back very soon. I would hope, but that should be within the day or so. We might be able to gather up that kind of money. So we'd like to have her be able to come back to her studies
Oh,
and
sorry.
tell us what had happened."
I was just looking to see if there were any other packages or letters here that we might need to be concerned about. But looks like everything here is already opened,
And there's
and I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
But as you're poking around and doing, give me an investigation check as you're in
Or
here.
guidance.
You can't because you can't touch him now. He's used that guidance.
What do you mean? Yeah, but it's a new one. I
But
don't
you
know
have
if
to touch
it's right.
him.
Yeah, so I'll touch him before he goes to look for it. I'll say, my son, may you find something.
No.
Plus one, plus one.
one.
We both wasted. Both
What are you
wasted
doing,
one.
Ryan? What are you?
That's
What are
right.
you're not in there. You're outside. You see the paladin sitting there. These other people. They're talking in a foreign language around him.
Okay, so I see Titan.
Okay, and Titan is standing there.
Where are you from? Say to Titan.
He's standing there. I
Who's
think.
playing Titan? By the way,
Steve.
are you playing Steve?
Yeah, I'm here right now.
Where are you from, sir? What is your name?
I'm from-
You look like a paladin to me.
I'm. Yeah, he's wearing full plate mail with like a massive shield and two-handed and a sword. That looks like it should be wielded with two hands. He's standing with his arms crossed menacingly while these people jabber in a foreign language around him. He is not very good at acting. His performance. Oh, he has a +5. He has a +5 on his performance check.
Wow. It's charisma, right? And I can't read what it is. It
You
is
can't
a
read.
natural one.
Oh no.
So
Well, could you at least tell me where he's from?
no, I'm just saying he is not acting like he clearly does not want to be where he is right now.
What you could tell me what really would help me out is where am I? What town am I in right now?
You're on the outskirts of Waterdeep. I'm from here.
Waterdeep is a large, very large land. I've never been somewhere.
It
like
is
this.
if you pass through the gates and you can see he's looking you over.
I'm a wandering barbarian. If
You
you
mind-
haven't noticed.
And he nonchalantly asks you mind like tilting your head and looking over both ways for me there? And the fact that he does it catches people's notice outside. Because Steve is not suave. He rolled I have a +5, but he's very bad at concealing the things. But you can see that gets people outside. They're murmuring amongst themselves in different languages.
And he's inside with.
No, he's at the gate. He's at the
Oh.
entrance to this tent,
Do I see
blocking
his,
them.
Do I see Tello?
Well, I guess we're on the way out now, aren't we? We did our
Well, it
thing.
depends. You were searching for something, right?
Yeah.
Did you not
Is
want to
anything-
find?
Yeah, so I've got the scroll in my bag. Of
Right.
Searching
And then
for
we'll ask the two guys with us. Does anything look out of place or unusual here?
The lady's workings are, and the forces she communicates with are beyond our understanding. We don't know exactly what it is. And perhaps her student might know more, but alas, she is out of town performing specific duties for a nobleman, I believe.
Oh, which nobleman?
Some new landowner trying to build a casino. She's opted to go there as a means to help our cause, rebuilding the town and getting the city of Shimoda restored to its former usefulness.
Well, how did your lady communicate with these?
My powers beyond my understanding.
I know often people have scrying pools and different modes of.
You tell me you're speaking Yiddish, sir. I don't know the means by which you would. There no more. You're not searching inside there anymore. You're not.
Well, I think that we're.
You're
pretty
looking
much-
for something specifically.
No, I'm still occupying the guards until Pip tries to give
was
me
there a
anything.
beautiful
There is a drum in her room. Larger than this one, quite prominent actually.
look at it? Check it out.
That's what it is.
You recognize the symbols on it?
Those numbers are not actually on it, but there's.
Right, yeah, I assume
right.
it might be.
But you know, it's clearly like a tonal thing, like just by looking at it. That's also there. But you know, you're looking at it. Hers is much more finely engraved. Since you're looking at it, you'll see upon it that there's an etching on the outside of a 5-headed dragon, but only 2 of the heads are like colored in solid. There's like got the wadded gloss and the contrast on it, not fully filled in. Only two of the colors are colored, and it connects to a body that stretches down the tail toward you. And
Are the 2 colors the green and the black? Like the
That's correct.
green and the black dragons that we're
that's correct.
dealing with, like the heads of
Yeah.
what's his name again? Grim. No. Not Grim Tooth.
Grimjaw.
Grimjaw.
Grimjaw twins.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the character sheet. So
So I'll say to them, just as a bard, the magnificent instruments. What can you tell me about?
that's a cultural sounding drum. Well, cultural sounding drum. We usually play it at ceremonies, and a lot of our older rites are performed by music and tone.
I don't think I've ever seen the hit of a friend.
It just stops your mouth from going on.
I'm kind of gross because of the allergies.
Yeah, it's a good
I'll,
call. You don't put your lips on.
I'll pick this up and just because I've heard that pattern so many times, I'll just test it.
Okay,
and-
so you
and kind
test
of-
you test all the things around.
and then kind of start to play.
Actually, the first game I ever
I'll
played,
let
got
you
sick
make
after
a
that. I think we
performance
shared
check.
popcorn
It's not
that you brought, and I got super
You
sick.
see,
Oh
And
no!
20
We've
heard it.
popcorn, like,
You also
we
blamed the
shared
popcorn.
Oh, and I
Like
brought
so
a
it's-
share to
snack,
try.
That's Liz because it was the mega popcorn I think from the Dollarama. Why you eat too much popcorn or what?
What's that?
Did you eat too much popcorn? Is that what happened?
Popcorn,
20.
You pigged
Okay,
out.
perfect.
Yeah.
So you're able to play it.
It's your little popcorn.
And as you do, the guards are going to look at each other, and they look at you guys, and they're looking you over. They're looking you over. They're looking you over more suspiciously, and they kind of push their way past you. And people on the outside of the tent hear that tone, and you see them talking amongst themselves, a bit more animated, right? Ryan, you see that outside anyway. But so you guys inside, you see that, and they push past you.
I'm still gonna come up behind them.
So that's
all
a-
company. Though.
Incredible that you just pick up the instrument and play it that way, sir. Do you mind if suddenly their command of common has
Has improved.
improved? Do you mind if we ask you if you have any relatives in this city that we may know?
Unfortunately, no. I'm a traveling bard.
Any relatives at all?
My-
Any siblings whatsoever? Or do you think?
I mean, I have 3 other brothers, but they are spread out across the room. So no, not in the city. Why? Why do you ask?
Just it's amazing that you're able to pick up the instrument and just play that tune like that.
Well,
You caught a fair
you might
number.
have you might
I'm
have
sure
heard of
you
my
caught-
performance at the Yawning Portal the other night.
Sorry, we're forbidden from engaging in those kind of social delights that people of Waterdeep relish so much, except on special occasions.
I'll have to come down here for a performance one night.
Oh, we look forward to it. So,
Would I be able to incorporate this instrument to bring some of your culture into the performance?
not the specific one. Mind if we? You should come back and find us some other time. When you can be alone once Lady Bella has been restored. Then we will. I'd love to talk some more. I'm sure she would like to meet you.
What's the name of that? Oh, it's fish.
I didn't notice anything on the drum or anything else.
Just the
Just
paint,
their
just the
reaction.
etching and their reaction to the tone when you played it, and you see people murmuring, and you start, and from outside the tent you do hear it echo elsewhere, right? Off time, and it hasn't been heard around for a while. They haven't played it for quite some time. But what made you just try that series of notes?
Oh, I'd heard it's played throughout the city when we recently returned to the city, and I'd noticed it. Was that like a week ago? Whenever
Yeah,
that
some
was.
time ago.
It's one of those tunes that it's stuck in your head. And when I first heard the tones, I realized that it would have been an instrument like this.
Whoa, it's
Is that song of cultural importance? Is that a
very
old
much
folk
so,
song?
and it's very difficult to. It's very different to hear someone play it so effortlessly on one of our instruments. You know, we hear people in town whistling it. We're quite happy that our culture is spreading the way it has. But if you guys are done with your, what did you discern anyway from your investigation of her? Did you find the cause of this thing, or?
Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with the lady, so if you say nothing here is out of the ordinary, and my greatest concern was there might be another package like you described, and I didn't want anyone else to be hurt. But I don't see anything from how you described. So I think at least you're going to be able to resurrect the lady and the children, hopefully.
We will endeavor to acquire. The other one speaks and he's much more calm tone. We shall endeavor to acquire the necessary components to enact her resurrection post haste. He's just like that's just boom. He's just like monotone, just like that. Very matter of factly. He's not really engaging with like in the conversation anymore. That you playing the instrument has made him quite suspicious. He's not speaking about it with his friend.
Sir, hopefully I did not offend you by.
No offense taken. Certainly not if none was meant.
No, I'm very sorry. It's the performer and musician in me. Just anytime I see such a unique instrument, I
Played it quite well. Perhaps you'd like to come back, as my colleague has mentioned. Speak to us some more. Perhaps we could talk to you more about our culture in coming days.
yeah, I'd love some. Someone can give me some lessons.
We would love to enlighten you. We would love to aid in your edification.
Well, I look forward to it.
All
right.
And they part the curtains. Right.
Get the fuck out.
What's the name of the spell that makes it so that something can't ever be revived again or resurrected or brought back to life? There's a spell that does it. That at least does it for a temporary amount of time, if nothing else. But I know that there's a spell that does it. I think it's fairly low level
It
as
prevents.
well.
It is. It's called.
I can't remember it. I know it exists, and I can't think of what it's called.
Called.
I would know it if you said it, but I'm just
Yes,
like
but I'm trying to think of it.
I know.
It's called gentle repose.
Gentle repose. That's the one.
The plant.
Gentle repose. There it is. 5e.
I don't remember a plan.
The what?
What, right?
Oh, I was just reading the popular search options there. It was like, one was what kind of plant was in the movie Blade? Like, I
Oh.
don't remember a plant.
Yeah, the one on his altar.
No, that one. is
Prevents
the
things from being
opposite of what
turned
you
to
want.
undead.
That's not what we want. It gives
No, I
them- it
wanted to
gives
make
them
sure she
longer-
couldn't be turned into undead. So yeah, that's the one. That's the one that I wanted. I wanted to make sure she couldn't be.
No,
killed.
but it makes it.
She
They
can
have
only be
longer-
resurrected.
They have longer
Okay.
resurrector with them. So She was never gonna come back to them.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure that should be all right.
Show your care.
Yeah.
Can I take a beer?
Those are Adams.
Yeah, for sure. Don't shake it too much. It's
I
got
didn't know
a,
it was yours.
it's got a thing in it.
I thought it was the other Adam.
But there's the other
No,
spell you could cast if you wanted
What's it
to.
called?
The beer in the fridge is well, the stuff I
I only brought 2.
So I'm thinking it's something like the film spell.
Is it?
Fourth level. It's gotta be.
call my sister-in-law.
Yep.
I had a call from my mom, but I'm sure I think she would voicemail. That's typical mom.
Where is it? It's
I
like
just talked
it's
to
the
my
one
mom.
that
I already
draws
talked to my mom
the.
today too. That's a weird thing.
It draws the stuff out of it.
Those the stuff.
It draws like the liquid out of everything.
Annoying.
That's my phone. I'm getting messages.
What is it, man? Anyway,
All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, I just want to make sure everything will be all right.
so you want to make sure that she can be resurrected.
That's it. That's it.
So you cast Gentle Repose.
All right. No, I don't have to do that. Gentle Post does nothing in the condition she's in. There's no point.
Is he still in the tent?
No, he's outside now. They walked outside. So you could cast it on her, and it would just mean that she has like 10 days to be resurrected.
I'm not
Fuck that shit. I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
waste it.
Well, it's not that. She's lived a good long life. I feel like the lady would just want her to, the children, maybe. The old lady.
They appeal. They
Yeah.
appeal to your better nature as a cleric,
She
sir.
got
Would
it.
you?
She lived her life.
You
right?
must
She had her
be
chance.
able to have some sway with the church to allow us to spare us the funds for our revered Holy Mother.
There you go. The money that we accrue through our church and our offerings is for those of us living to prevent us from dying, not the other way around. The lady blesses those who are with us and stalwart, and not those who have already passed beyond.
What gods do you serve, sir? They sound like harsh and cruel gods.
The lady is harsh and cruel, but also fair and benevolent.
So,
did they hear my introduction to Titan, or did I introduce myself to
well, they've seen
Raven
you.
Dark and Tellos?
They've seen you. You would have seen them, but you see the half orc standing outside who's talking to Titan, he's currently being
I like
looked
the
at,
watermelon.
and all the people are looking back and forth and like
There's some
staring at him.
watermelon
And when you
there.
come out of the tent,
There's a
you
lot
can see
there.
them talking in their native language about, and not subtly pointing towards you guys as well as you enter the tent. So, you are unable to effectively spare the dying on the children, and have
They're all already
outrightly refused to even ask your church to resurrect this final lady.
No, not the old lady. We might do it for some of the children, but not the old lady. She's already had a good long life. It's not in the nature of the queen.
But sir, our people would happily give their lives for Lady Vela.
Your people would happily give their lives for Lady Vela.
I'm sure the children, one of them would be happy to lay down their life so that
I thought they did die.
they did. But we would, even the
Die
parents,
and
we can ask the
she can
parents of a
live.
child if they would happily give up the resurrection of their child for the saving of Lady Vela. If that would that sway your heart, sir?
It's not up to me to decide such things. I have no control on the matter. Everything is decided by the lady. And perhaps I can come back another time, and we shall see.
So, what do you guys do? He's there.
So-
He's cleared out of place, and Titan knows that he's not part of the. He didn't need it. And he blatantly says, "This one doesn't have the scar." Just blatantly says it out in the middle of
Oh,
everybody.
me?
Yeah,
Titan says that.
What?
because
do you
I
mean?
rolled shit.
Why
sorry.
must I be marked to be important?
I would say that just makes it that you're not one of them, and then I gesture around, kind of
You're
like,
not a local.
Do I look like I live around here?
As you gesture around, give me a perception check, taking in the crowd.
10, but I get to add my wisdom modifier to it, right?
Yeah.
So 10, 15, and all guidance. 18.
You don't recall seeing lizard men in this part of town before. There might be lizard men, there might be dragonborn. You can't tell from this distance, but you don't remember seeing many of those here. But you do see, now that you're gesturing to the crowd and looking out, you see about 8 of them in the crowd, just staring intently toward the tent at you guys.
Okay.
The crowd's muttering amongst themselves, but there are 8 specifically.
Brother, we should return to let the authorities know of this, and we'll let the church know that start preparing some rites for resurrection. We are a multi-denominational facility, so if you're not interested in the support of the lady, which I can understand, I'll mutter. There are other services. We'll let them know that you might be calling on them, so they can prepare some of the needed
Reagents.
whatever. Yeah,
Yes.
the stuffs.
It's a shame that it's such an expensive ritual, but I'm sure that you'll find a way to do it. After all, you're all now employed by Usidore, I've heard, building his fairgrounds and his casinos.
Some of us, yeah, he's been most beneficial. He's the
Yes.
most generous benefactor.
Yeah, so fortunately
I thought
for
he was
you,
But he was
Statuettes.
broke.
These people
That
are
was
doing
the-
well. This is a prosperous
He,
land.
has access to Luna's money, which he hasn't spent any of.
so
Should've signed up
fortunately
pre-night.
for you,
Right?
yeah, Usidore has a steady bankroll ready for you.
They also,
to
you guys
use.
also did have all that
But it's
stuff
very
you brought
expensive.
back from the team.
How much is resurrection? How much is resurrection?
$25,000 gold piece. Or,
Gold,
sorry, the
diamond.
diamond. Sorry, 25,000 gold piece diamond.
But then there's also that's just the material component.
Then you have someone to cast it.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Churchill.
and that's a level 7
That's
spell, if
pretty
I'm not mistaken.
Level 7 spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
more than
A
a
diamond
thousand?
worth
Yeah.
a diamond worth at least 1,000.
Well, I thought it was
yeah.
more than
No, it's the casting of it that's expensive because it's a level 7 spell.
Finding someone who can cast it.
Yeah,
What's 25,000 gold piece?
True resurrection.
Oh, that's what it is.
Ooh,
That's the one you did on
true
the
res,
dragon
yeah.
after you killed the
very
shadow
nice.
form.
Very nice.
Yeah.
True res, yeah. But either way, res is going to be expensive no matter what.
For a bunch of refugees, 1,000 gold pieces
Yeah.
is not chump change. Plus,
Yeah.
tack on another. Depends if they can find someone who's level 13 or above who will do it out of the kindness of their heart.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true.
There are a great many other people in the city who need their. I know someone who could. Edgar could.
Edgar could, but unfortunately, he's also been slain. All these people getting like straight up assassinated.
Kidnapped, not slain. He's gone missing. Edward was slain.
Oh,
Edgar went missing.
Edward is slain and Edgar's
Sickos.
missing. Oh, okay.
More honorable to be killed.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
still have to talk to the goblins at some point.
So, you leave. As you leave, you can feel the eyes of all 8 of these people on you the entire time. Where do you go? Do you stay as a party or do you split off?
Well,
Where are you going? Right. You see them
We'll
leaving.
bring him.
Can I? I don't know this water deep place. Can I join you too?
Titan says, as an act of kindness and goodwill, I will escort you as far as the yawning portal and point you in the direction I know.
Fair enough.
He doesn't have the.
Is there
He doesn't
more?
have the mark, so
Is there
It seems
more
to be-
to this party? Is anyone not here? I'll ask the.
Yes, we are many in service of the lady.
Where is your other? Do you have a wizard? Do you have a magic user?
Why are you asking so many questions? It's a little sus.
I don't.
So
I'm not so good in the
specific
spell
question.
I'm a
category.
little bit.
I'll be honest. I don't have.
I'm wondering
a lot.
why. Like, what are these classifications that you wish me to designate my friends into? Put them into tiny little boxes
We don't
that
judge
aptly
each other.
describe them in one word.
There's a rumor.
I
going
identify
around
as a
town.
wizard sometimes.
There's a rumor going around the edge of Water's Deep that your friend, that your colleague, that your party member Isidore has been captured. Is this true?
It is. His simulacrum was almost. His simulacrum was destroyed in the same way that that old lady apparently died, is what we understand so far.
Seems awfully suspicious. This time.
What were the chances?
So,
So I'll keep this to myself.
but Titan, true to his word, escorts you guys. Goes with you to the yawning portal. Goes in.
Do you let us see that? Just out of curiosity.
No, because you guys, because Titan said I'll just take you to the portal, right?
Well,
So I'm like, okay, whatever. These dudes are cool, but like, I'm not gonna show them this yet.
unless you think you're welcome to.
But I don't think so.
So you go to the yawning portal. Titan pays his 12 gold. He doesn't even ask. He just drops the 12 gold. Does everybody else drop 12 gold?
I don't.
I don't need to.
You don't need to.
I actually don't have any money whatsoever.
Yeah,
I just try and walk
there is
right
a
in.
large, human-esque bouncer who looks you dead in the eye and says, "Pay or play?"
Hey, I
And he
will pay.
pointed. 12 gold. And it goes. You walk inside the yawning portal. I've described it a great many times. You need me to describe the inside of the yawning portal to you? An enormous 3-story tall bar with an open center that looks right down into a hole that goes to the ground. There are patrons everywhere. This time of day, middle of the day, it's not quite so busy, but on every table there is a large bowl of water central to it that people use to watch the games and whatnot. And it's described to you by Titan, and then that's what it's for.
So there's a portal open. They're all.
It's not a portal. It's the portal meaning a hole. These bowls of water are there to like view the games that's happening in that down that hole.
Okay.
If you'd have just chosen play, you could have had that option, but I don't recommend it. Seen someone try that before once. No, it wasn't.
We had to. Oh no, I didn't.
But I paid you 12 gold.
No, yeah, you don't have to play today. There, so you can go in and you walk. So you walk into the yawning portal. You sit down and begin talking. Right. What is it that you want to know about this guy? I checked him for the mark. He's not branded.
So
I don't know how useful he could be or not. I'm gonna go get the drinks.
So
what do you
so
want to know?
so where do you come from
I'm
to
a
find
wanderer
yourself in
from-
over a beer? We're talking. So where do you come
Ah,
from to
yeah.
find yourself in such a place as
Thank you
Waterdeep?
for the ale.
You
I
walk in,
have
Durden sees you.
come
and
here to seek
taps his
some
head and points
sort
over to
of
you, and he's like points over to
solution to
the
an
bar, for
ongoing
later. It's a little hand signal.
issue
just like,
I'm having.
"Hey,
I
God,
need
over it."
to find more opportunities in these bigger
So,
cities. I am a wanderer. I have come from many a valley, many a land. I have walked many a mile.
How many miles?
500 miles?
And when you walk 500
My
miles,
Apple Watch just failed.
And what were you doing in there with those people with that all had tattoos? What were you doing in there with them?
brandings.
Brandings. What were you doing in there with them? Why were you
I wasn't
there?
with them. I saw the lady go down and the children fall. I was concerned for their safety.
Give me a performance check or a deception check. That's clearly a lie, since your only concern was robbing the lady.
He was mildly concerned.
Plus, which
Deception.
I do not
Deception.
guidance it.
Deception. Oh, so that's deception. Intelligence, or is it charisma?
Deception's charisma.
Okay, so that's 13.
13.
What do I have to do?
Beat 13 on your.
All right, that was not 20.
Okay, so, yeah. So You clearly know that he was not at all concerned about the woman's health.
Well, is that a problem? Well, we thought that was
Well, what is your affiliation with these people then if it wasn't to offer them aid?
I was to offer my skill as a savage barbarian, possibly
If
a
you
work
want
at the
to
local pub as a body.
He
What do they call him? A bouncer, I believe,
Yeah,
at the local establishment. They said they could pay me an ale and gold pieces, and I
just
was
the last
quite
5
happy with
minutes,
that
you
arrangement. I'll tell you that.
let them know
It was
you
better
are.
than wandering out there any further.
There was some.
So you're planning to give
Before
up your
that.
wandering ways now and settle down with the water
Yeah, that's
deep?
why
Is
I'm
that your
asking
plan?
how many more in your party are not with us, because
Not going to
I'm a
do that
cautious.
as soon
I'm a
as-
cautious man. I'm a
Right.
cautious half orc, if you understand.
A cautious half
But I am going to do
barbarian.
that. So that
I
you
just
know,
don't want
have
to roll
let
with
people
anybody, you know.
know. Right.
Well, hopefully we
Unless
will
you
be
wish
up
to
to the
have not
caliber
arrived.
of adventure you'd like.
Are these the type that I should be concerned with?
What are the type that you should be concerned of? Can you describe them to me? Perhaps I'll tell you.
Of the wizard variety?
Now that you mention it, I thought one of them might have been a dragonborn, but they might have been a wizard. Had a lot of hornage on them.
Are they still here?
No, they're not. They didn't stay. But I'm sure someone else will come back looking.
Is there about eight of them?
There's just one, and the smaller one, like the human with him, asked a question. He was the one talking to me. Didn't like that other one. So you know, I will let them know that they are patrons and they will be coming back. But unless you wish to have never arrived.
You're right. I'm not here today. I've not arrived.
He pushes the tip jar over to you.
Yes, it is. He is. I'll give him 100 gold.
100 gold.
Dude, I've
Never
still
seen.
rolling in cash.
I don't even know who you are, who they're talking about. Never saw you
Oh, goodbye, water.
come. And he taps you very very kindly on your shoulder. And as he taps you on your shoulder, give me a perception check.
13. Oh, and all guidance.
Okay. You
It
notice
wasn't meant to be.
that there's like a wave going over the outside of your body, and the tone of your scales of your skin changes to a little more duller gray, and your tunic changes color, and only temporary until you walk out the door.
I appreciate it, Brian.
Nice doing business with you, John. Nice talking to you again. He slides you the beer across the table, across the counter, like just with big. He's got bushy eyebrows, like Cheers. No, like just all straight forehead though. I love watching Cheers. It's such a cool show.
Like Ted Danson.
Yeah, Ted Danson.
Like Cheers. Like,
That's so old, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so I'll let Raven.
Remember when the
Raven,
cast of
Raven
Cheers
Dark.
was drunk
Raven
on
Dark.
the Tonight Show the night of the finale? You ever see that? You
I'll
guys
let
see
you
that
know
YouTube?
that
They're so loaded.
people that are here looking for me in particular.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
We're thinking a bad way.
Thinking a bad way?
Definitely, I'm sure you noticed those
I'm
lizards.
guessing I'm
The lizards.
I'm good. I got one going.
Definitely one of them is here.
Yep. And they're here specifically for you. Maybe it's just to question you.
Now, Titan is sitting looking around the room as you're like just walking around and stuff. People have noticed you though, because you have the very distinctive armor.
Yep.
And they're talking, you know,
So they would know who I am
they
if
would
they knew
not
who I
know
was.
you were. Yeah, they know. If you fit a description.
Yeah.
But anyway, You guys are at the yawning portal currently.
We might want to move on.
How do you guys want to proceed? Yawning portal's there on the map for those who need to know. And there are entrances into the sewers at all the intersections of the city to be simple for the surface map. And the Brax Court is in that green section.
So we, Pip did pass along the message that the goblins are unhappy. So it might be worth going for a visit down there. It'll get us off the street for a little bit.
Yeah, let's do a quickie detour.
Okay.
But
Check them out, find out what their story is. I mean, they did just.
Who knows how to get to the tunnel of the goblins?
None of us.
None of you.
That's true.
Well, I mean, we do in the future, but
Oh, but the future is today, which becomes the future. So it'd be the same layout, just not crumbling buildings everywhere
well,
surrounded by
there's a
dragonborns
lot
and
of
undead.
games and there's a lot of stuff like that in that aren't
Yeah.
there in the future.
Yeah.
So
So, but I
we
mean,
would-
these sewer systems are probably there.
We
They
would
were
know
old.
from the Mage's Tower.
Yeah. What do you
but we
think?
wouldn't know
Is
from-
it? Are these sewer systems the same?
Oh yeah, it's the same city.
It's the same city, same sewer system. So we
would
know our way around.
We would know
Yeah.
from the Mage's Tower,
Yeah.
but there's ooze. There's a lot of stuff there
Oh, the
currently
ooze.
that weren't.
No, because now that the load zone's not there, oh my
Correct.
god, they could all be dead. They could have all gotten oozed because now the
Oh,
load
no, they're-
zone's not
they're
there, set on
pissed.
ooze.
They're
Ah, we killed them all.
Well, they're mad.
A lot of them went to
Mad.
East Haven.
Remember how the lodestone was holding off all the oozes to make it so their area, their throne room, could not be accessed by oozes? Now that
Oh, yeah.
lodestone's not there, it got teleported to the upper thing. That means that the oozes could then, all
That's why they're mad.
go into that one spot and kill everybody.
And there's some
Yes,
evidence that they're the ones that killed Edward.
yes. I love it. But Lemony Snickets is working on that one.
Persimmon.
Persimmon Persnickets is working on that one. Yeah.
We've all read the series of unfortunate events.
I watched the movie. I watched the movie. I didn't read it.
Yeah, so that's a suggestion.
So we could travel sewer.
because that'll get
Familiar with
us off the streets, away from these people looking for us. It'll
Or we can.
use that story, that
So-
lead.
So basically, trying to get in contact with the goblins is what that one is. The real.
Do you speak
Yeah.
Goblin?
I do not. I only speak common, basically.
None of us
right
speak
now.
Goblin.
You gotta be able
I
to.
didn't. I didn't enter my other languages yet.
Well,
therefore, I don't speak them
You
yet.
don't speak it yet, but you have to do it eventually.
Well, how many do I have? I think I only have 2, right?
Yeah. Common +1 normally is the standard.
What's it going?
Goblin?
Goblin? Yeah, goblin. It'll be goblin.
No.
Advance the plot. She's goblin.
I speak
I
orc,
ca-
but not
Yeah, I really.
I kind of want draconic, to be honest with you, but then that I can't retcon. Then that kind of retcons a lot of the backstory because we couldn't understand what they're saying.
Correct.
So it can't be. So I have to choose goblin. I can't choose draconic
Well,
because
you can
goblin.
choose anything else if you want.
Which is whatever you want.
Yeah.
But none of
Sanctuary,
us.
that's just
None of us have a relationship with
I'll choose demonic. That's what I speak with.
Usidore
Straight
and
Oh, there we go.
Luna. Luna knows them too, so we need to pick up Luna. UC.
Well, I don't have. That's something to do. I thought I was going to do so. I'm going to use it. But you guys are at the yawning portal and discussing the events of the day. Is that what you guys are doing? What were you guys talking about at the yawning portal? Sorry.
Well, we kind of went there just to debrief.
To debrief.
So
So
to try and figure out what our next direction is going to be. Like, what are we going to do? Are we going to go and follow up more on the Shimodans and stuff? Let's do the map. We should do the map. Actually, that's what we should do to progress storyline.
So
Let's fully unroll them. Let's get to your
Not
quarters,
here.
your private quarters,
people are looking for. So it's,
your private quarters, and let's unroll the map. Let's check it out. Let's see what the part was missing that she wouldn't show us the rest even when we asked her.
Do you have something that changes your appearance?
I do not. I'm under a...
As you walk into your your room,
Oh, shit.
the spell alarm is triggered, and since you're the proprietor of the room, it triggers in your mind. And the alarm is only there to let you know that something is there that you are not allowing to be there, right? Just that if you're allowing the party, the people that you're with, into your chamber, that's fine. But something that you're like an effect that's passing a barrier that it's alerting you to.
Oh,
I let them know to prepare.
Okay.
No, am I allowed to say anything about this? Like, because I think I know what it is.
Oh, is it?
You could roll it
I
as
think
detect
it's his
magic.
thing. Yes, that's what I think.
So,
Because that's what's now that because we know what that is.
are any of you carrying anything?
You know me, I've only got old trusty. The queen is all I need.
My great axe is all I need. My great axe is all I need.
All right,
You
everybody
didn't-
out.
you didn't
One
find-
one at a time.
I walk through.
You're fine. Kind of tight walk through. Fine. You walk through. That tone goes off in your mind.
What the fuck?
Even though you're allowing him through.
So say out. What you have? Something is not right.
What are you talking
Is there anything you've recently procured that could be causing this to happen?
Possibly. Well, what if one was to, like a friend of mine once had a small statuette if I had a jewel drag pocket? What problems would that cause?
May we see the jewel dragon? May we see it?
No, you
All right, stay out then. That's
may
fine.
not. My friend is. It's a
All right,
hypothetical
we close
question.
the door. We close the door.
He's not here.
All right, so now we're in there and he's outside.
Sorry, we think we sold my mother-in-law's house. So.
Yeah.
congratulations.
I need to sell my house, but
Oh.
mother-in-law's is.
Yeah, it's still good.
We've
It's still
got to
good.
pay.
Who wants to do more of the houses on my
Yeah,
street?
we
Your
have
grandma
to-
that are for sale.
We have to pay for her home there, so.
Yeah.
So yes, sir. We don't know you, and there's obviously something that is not welcome here.
Come closer, come closer, come closer. I'll show you.
Oh, don't touch that! And I'll grab a handkerchief and cover it.
Covered.
Fool,
What do
That
we
is
do?
my treasure.
fool of a took. What have you brought into here?
I'm new to town. I told you that. I haven't been down to
What do you mean a
Waterdeep
bag of holding?
before.
We figured negates it, right?
Because it's it's technically on a separate thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
So I will scoop it and
And
drop
if
it
anyone goes to scry it, they're scrying the inside of your dark bag of holding.
into my dark bag. So we put that into the.
What did you do to it? Where did it go?
I'll
Have we
put
seen a
penny.
bag of holding?
Turned it into a
I
penny.
don't know what my character knows.
No, that's someone's been watching you. Someone that.
Are you saying this is a tracker?
That's exactly what it is, basically. That's exactly what it is for the cultists.
There you go.
The same cultists. Do you remember the symbol that you saw on their necks? Behold the statue, and you can see that if you look at the symbol
You
next
can
to
no
just
longer
two
behold it.
dragons,
But
Yeah.
if you
you
remember,
can see two dragons, and look at the two colors that are on there, the same colors.
Yes.
They look like those ones look identical.
That's
to the
why I
marks
thought
on
it
their
might
necks.
have some secret power.
Yes, it does have the sacred power to allow them to listen in on all
Everything
conversations
that's
and know
been
all
said,
that transpires.
and know exactly where it is at all times until it was put into the bag.
Darn.
Yeah.
okay, gentlemen, we should probably leave and find a new location because it's probably already too.
As you walk through how do you depart the awning portal?
Back door. I would know the performers entrances.
Yeah, well, obviously just company pit.
As you're leaving through the performance, like through the band exit, where the big bay door is in the back alley, where no one here remembers because no one was present at the time where Usidore and friends stopped a lecherous old
Oh, yeah.
Back
That
in
was
that
the-
alleyway, yeah, right?
Oh, that's the alleyway.
Yeah, because it fits big enough to fit carts in.
Yes,
Right?
yes. Oh,
and so you head out that way. As you're walking toward the big bay doors, which are open, 4 human look over and see the turtle. Hey man, you got a brother? Was he here working the other day? Fucking asshole. These fucking turtles, man. And they're talking to each other. You know, trash talking turtle performers. Like, this guy comes in, looks similar to you, man. I don't know what it is. Are you planning on working tonight? Because we'll just pack up and go home.
That's pretty racist of you.
The last time one of you guys, we were supposed to get paid for a night's work. We showed up, we set up, everything like that. Then this turtle steps up on the stage, playing some fancy bagpipe ditty about the future and fantasy and whatever, and just stole our show. We got our 40 gold, but we didn't get our name out there, man.
Oh, I heard
So are
that
you-
performance. I heard he invited you all onto stage, and none of you could hold a candle to the beauty of the tune.
You're arguing back and bickering back and forth.
But no, gentlemen, I do not know. I do not know that turtle. My brothers are far from here, but I'm
But are
sure.
you performing tonight? Because if you're coming back here to perform, we're just not going to set up, man.
Oh, we're not here to perform, so I think we're just looking for the exit.
Oh, all right, man. Back this way.
Break a leg tonight, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Your last one.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're gonna play till 11, right?
10, 10:30. Like, we were kind of
10:30
wrapping.
probably.
At least
Yeah,
10:30.
Kind of like in the zone to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think
Maybe you can do some
Yeah.
character work or
I've
something.
got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, and I gotta wipe the
But if
place.
you can
Well, I can go
print
home
the
too.
Barbarian thing,
Yeah,
maybe the two of you can go over
I'll do
to.
that right now.
Yeah, I can do that home too.
Well, no, like
Where's
if
your
you-
printer? Down here?
No,
But if you go over the sheet together and kind of transfer stuff over, it'll
it'll
be a good way to be like, oh, hey, here's
Right.
an ability, because like barbarians give static abilities to other people depending on what totem
Yeah.
you take.
Yep.
Yeah. But there's no attachments.
Did the first one not? I tried to forward it again. You know what? I hit reply. That's why instead of forward.
So is that where we're leaving it tonight then, as far as the
You guys have been
adventure
spied on. You went over there.
Yeah.
They saw you doing Spare the Dying, and when you were in his presence, that he was there when you refused to assist.
I didn't necessarily refuse. I just said I was incapable of. Is what I said. That it was her time, and the lady gives only to those who need it.
Walker.adam839.
So that's just an important distinction. Right?
Which one?
That the lady gives only to those who need it, and not like she's already lived a good, healthy life. And it would be to break the natural cycle for you to bring her back
The
at this
lady's
point.
cutoff is 55.
Yeah, that's right.
It's clearly
Depends.
56.
Depends. But now it's time for maybe some.
How did you know? Well, we counted the ring. Is it?
Yeah. At least that is the way that I interpret her word.
Well, there's a bunch of character sheets attached.
Yeah, but that's good for me. Just so you guys know that you've been spied on since you left. But the one that he has, the one that you guys have, is not jeweled. It's not got the.
This one's fancy.
Yeah, this one's quite fancy. It's not. The ones you have are just simple, like statuettes, clay statuettes, gray like that.
So this one's a receiver and a sender, but the other one maybe just a.
Well, that's twice that we've been spied on. Because first we were spied on.
Because you had it.
Yeah, by
And I made quite clear when you guys bought all your messaging stones. that
Yep.
If someone gets a hold of yours, that they were able to spy on you.
Yep, but in the same way, there should be some way that now we can communicate with them using that.
There
what you're
absolutely is.
saying.
Anytime you'd like to, you just
Yes.
let me know what you want to say.
And we can transmit it through that one. Says it's a fancy one, right?
We've got a two-way now, not a one-way.
Yeah, very interesting.
But we'll, I say we go try to find somewhere safe and look at this, whatever it was, scroll.
And you know that
Yeah.
you know what you found the other day, that there's lots of like those like more than kind of magnificent mansions that are set up throughout. You have yet to find a way. But that's where we can leave that for now. It'll probably be Rochelle, I'm guessing.
You think it's gonna be Rochelle in this game?
Almost guaranteed.
Wow. All
This is
right.
her third kid. It stays first. I think
Yeah.
she's going to be the easy one to just
We'll
say,
find
"Here,
out.
take it, leave." Like I think that's just going to be.
Let's see how things work out there. There you go. There's the prediction that it will end up being Rochelle. Will it be Rochelle or will it be Oos? Let's find out next week on the Red Tail
100%
Roads.
We've had
You want
babies
money?
around
You
this
want to put
table.
money on it?
We've had newborns around this table before.
Yeah. I remember that weirded Steve out at first. I was his dad. He's like, I don't know why I was so weird out. I'm like, yeah, that's what they're actually for, man.